What if you could learn from the greatest investor of all time in just 10 minutes? Today in this video, I'm going to unpack the life, the strategies, and the timeless tips of Warren Buffett, the Oracle of Omaha. So let's dive in. Hi folks, it's Michael here. By the way, if you haven't already subscribed, now is a great time. It's totally free, really helps the algorithm, and I'd appreciate it greatly. Now today I was thinking of Warren Buffett. I have been a long-time owner of the shares of Berkshire Hathaway. Right now they're trading around about $500, and if you have one stock, either Class A, a little more expensive, or Class B, a little less expensive, you can attend the annual general meeting for shareholders of Berkshire Hathaway. This is like the Woodstock in terms of music of capitalist world. It's been going on a long time. He's not going to be around forever. Right now he's in his mid-90s. He's not far off 100. One of the world's wealthiest self-made individuals, worth well over the mid-$100 billion range at this point. I am thinking about going to one of the shareholder meetings, a little bit like Disneyland for capitalists, so that's why I decided right now might be a good time to make a little video about who I consider one of the greatest investors of all time. Born in 1930 in Omaha, Nebraska, Warren Buffett showed early signs of genius. At just 6, he was selling chewing gum. At 11, he bought his first stock, so I don't know, I just feel way behind the curve. He went on to study under the father of value investing, Benjamin Graham, at Columbia University. He did his undergraduate degree on business administration and a master's in economics. He studied for a little bit of time at Wharton, and one of the big things that he did was to take some lessons on speaking under Dale Carnegie. But the value investing that he learned under Benjamin Graham at Columbia served him well. Buffett eventually took over Berkshire Hathaway. In 1965, it was a failing small company in the textile industry worth only about $19 a share. Today it's over $500 a share. And he transformed it into a multi-billion-dollar empire. Now, despite his immense wealth, he still lives in the same modest house that he bought, wait for it, in 1958. Buffett's investing strategy is simple, but it's not easy. He believes in buying great companies at fair prices, holding them forever and ignoring market noise. So this is not your flip, this is not your high-frequency trading, your day trading. This is really buying for the long haul. One of his favorite quotes is that his favorite holding period is forever. So really it's all about holding for the long haul and avoiding market timing. So if you thought this was going to be a day trading, high frequency, Warren Buffett is not. He's very much about long-term value investing. He avoids market timing. He just prefers quality businesses and holding them for decades. In terms of value investing, look, the price is what you pay, but the value is what you get. So did you overpay or did you underpay? What he looks for is undervalued companies with a margin of safety, just you want that buffer. So he looks at the value, the physical value of the actual company, what it's actually worth, does all the calculations from accounting, and then he looks only after that, after calculating what he thinks is a fair value based on the fundamentals, then he will basically calculate the price and compare that price to the actual price. And if the actual price in the market is lower, then it's a good sign that you should invest. If the price is too high, he's gonna wait. And he's really just buying these companies that are trading below intrinsic value. He sticks to what he knows, his circle of competence. So he says, know your limits. Invest only in businesses that you understand. He avoided technology for years because it was just outside his own comfort zone. Now, there are some examples like Apple, IBM over the years that he's gradually got into. In terms of his circle of competence, not investing in things you don't fully understand. And he looks for businesses with strong moats or protection, you know, in terms of brands, loyal customers, or cost advantages. So, for example, Coca-Cola or See's Candies. Coca-Cola's brand, See's Candies' loyal company. He's really just looking for these businesses with durable competitive advantages. Finally, he bets on people. That is, great management is not negotiable. That's one of his sayings. And he looks for honest and competent leadership. Management matters. So he says that you should invest with companies with aligned incentives. So what can you take away from Buffett's success? First, live below your means. Buffett still drives himself to work. He lives very frugally and only spends what is left after saving. You know, sometimes when he goes and eats in McDonald's, you will see him looking at the price of the Berkshire stock today. And if it goes up, he'll order a bigger meal. If it goes down, he'll order a smaller meal. You know, that frugality and discipline, even when you're rich, is still important. Second, avoid credit card debt. It's a wealth killer. And in terms of avoiding debt, he says, look, if you're smart, you don't need to borrow. So avoid credit card. Compound interest really is a superpower, one of the wonders of the world. And be patient. Money moves from the impatient to the patient. Let compounding work its magic. And finally, be a bit contrarian. Don't follow the crowd. So be fearful when others are greedy and greedy when others are fearful. When there's blood on the streets, that's when you should think about investing. Now, Warren Buffett's story is not about luck. It's about timeless principles and uncommon discipline. Sometimes common sense is just not common. Reputation matters, and it was clear in 1991 where he helped out Salomon Brothers. He said, you know, reputation, it takes 20 years to build a reputation and only 5 minutes to ruin it. So from humble beginnings to building a financial empire, Buffett's success comes down to simple principles done consistently. But don't stop now. Which Buffett tip resonated most with you? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more financial wisdom that works.